Okay, good evening and welcome back to the Thursday Night Golf Show with myself, the Average Golfer. Just got back. Don't forget I record this on a Tuesday, you watch it on a Thursday, so just gotten back in work today after a nice week off in Cyprus. Bit of sunshine, bit of golf. We'll talk about the course vlogs that I did over there a little bit later on. And quite a bit gone on. There was a great BMW Championships and a great win for Alexander Noren. Unbelievable final round. Certainly not many of us with the hindsight of 3 rounds in would have picked him as the winner on the final day. To shoot 62 course record on the final day is pretty special, to be fair, and come out well. And I'm not sure what I think he moved up to 8th in the world rankings on the back of that. He's had a few wins this year, and another one of those players that's on form. So yeah, unbelievable win for Alex Noren. But world golfing news is going to be, the whole conversation is going to be taken up about Tiger Woods. So it's negativity really, because you talk about Alex Noren and the great BMW Championships, and then all of a sudden you turn your sights to Tiger. And he still features in our Thursday night show quite heavily. I don't know why, because he doesn't even play the game anymore, let's be quite honest about this. I don't know what's going on. I mean, if you take a look at that mugshot there, the man's got serious issues. He looks absolutely, to say he's dishevelled there would be an understatement. He looks as though he's had a few nights out, never mind the one. And as I'm recording this, so I picked up the news last night, which would have been a Monday evening, where he was driving under the influence, pulled over 3 AM in the morning, and we all thought he'd been done for drink driving. Tuesday it comes out, his statement is that no alcohol in his bloodstream. It was to do with an adverse reaction to some medication that he's on. And the conversation I want to have with you out there is like, it's just about opinions on this, because I'm bewildered, to be honest with you, about what on earth has happened to Tiger Woods. First of all, adverse reaction to medication. I mean, I'm not buying that one, I don't know who is, but I mean, it's kind of like at 3 AM in the morning, out in your car. It just, again, there's too many anomalies that just are a little bit weird for my liking. So I'm not buying that one. I don't know what Tiger's up to, and I'm a bit cheesed off with the whole thing, to be honest with you, because like I said, he keeps appearing in the news. I mean, God knows how TaylorMade feel about this situation, and Bridgestone. I mean, how much money they've given him, and whether or not, I don't know, maybe this publicity is, all publicity is good publicity, as they say, so maybe they're happy with it, I don't know. But to sign up a player on what must have been a multi-million-pound dollar contract, and then for this to happen, first of all, he attempted a bit of an event, then his back problems came around again. I seen an interview last week where he actually made a statement that he's never felt so good, and then literally days later the guy's been arrested, and like I said, this mugshot appears. It's, I don't know, I just think it's a sad situation. And when you think of the golfing greats that have been around, and he was in that in terms of his playing career, obviously there is no question about that. But when you see how players conduct themselves, and I look at people like Jack Nicklaus, who at one stage Tiger Woods would have was going to surpass in terms of major victories and all the rest of it, you know, they're a different breed. I mean, my personal opinion on Tiger Woods, it's never been great, if I'm honest, and I've never been a massive fan of Tiger. A fan of his golf game, yes, but as a person, individual, not my cup of tea. There's too many things that have gone on over his career, and whilst I've got plenty of respect for him as a player, like I said, I've never been a massive fan of Tiger's. I know that's probably a little bit against what the majority of golfers would say, but there you go, it's my opinion. But this just, again, just the episode in 2009 with his wife and all the rest of the dramas that went on then, and he just seems to have gone from one issue to another, to be honest with you. And anything that surrounds Tiger over the recent sort of, and you think 2009, we're talking 8 years ago now. It just seems to be, like I said, shrouded with controversy, and the latest, this latest issue for me is a bit of the final straw. He doesn't represent golf anymore right now. He just doesn't have any positive representation of golf, and I just think it's so disappointing. And obviously maybe there's plenty of reasoning and logic as to, or they're not logic, but excuses as to why Tiger is in this situation. Maybe he's got lots of issues to deal with that we're unaware with, but I don't know. But like I said, over to you people really. Like I said, it's I know there's a lot, he's got a massive fan base and people really do think so much of this fella, and very much be interested in your opinions below and what you think of this whole scenario with Tiger, because for me it's just, it's a disgrace, to be honest with you. Anyway, let's move on to some, I was going to say positivity, but I'm not sure it was. We'll start off with some product news. And again, none more so than the latest irons and utility clubs that have been released by Callaway. Now then, we spoke about the Callaway Epic driver and fairways. 450 quid's worth of driver, maybe a little bit less than that now. And in driver figures, pounds and pence, that's not kind of like right out there. There's been a lot of clubs that are in and around the £400 mark, but it was expensive. But take a look at these, and this is, I mean, I think they look really nice, to be fair, and hopefully the next time I'm speaking to you we'll have done a review on them. But the Callaway Epic irons are going to be, would you believe, 1,800 quid for 7 irons, which I just find that incredible. So I think it's 7 irons, so what's that, 7 twos are 14, you're talking 250 quid a pop. I mean, again, opinions. I'm more interested in yours than mine. Are you going to buy them? Would you ever consider buying a set of irons for 1,800 quid? How many people out there who watch this show would buy these irons at £1,800? Because, you know, like I said, I think they look superb. They must play superb. They must hit the ball for you, because this is top money for irons. And I'm not sure again how good this is for the game of golf, or for the average punter out there. Anyway, that seems ridiculous. The utility club, again, another image up there for you now. Utility club, 279 quid. I mean, again, these were the prices that that were pitched up for drivers in the most instances. So I don't know. I find it, I've just, if you watch my What's in the Bag, I shelled out quite a bit of money for a Scotty Cameron putter, which I found, again, a ridiculous amount of money. I decided to pay the price, but I don't know, 1,800 quid for irons. I can't see me contradicting myself in a few months' time and they'll be sat in the bag. I honestly can't. I don't want to, I never like to say too much, can shoot myself in the foot and find, like I said, in several months from now, I'm telling you all how fantastic they are and they're stuck in my golf bag, but I can't see it. I just cannot believe I would ever pay, and how many people are going to pay 1,800 quid for irons. But like I said, comments down below and tell me what you think of those prices. I don't know. Right, more advice required from people out there. I did a What's in the Bag whilst pre-recorded whilst I was away last week. Thank you all for watching. It got quite a decent response, to be fair. Good views. People like that thing, and I'm pleased. There's a few comments about the fact that I never spoke about what golf ball I use, and there's a couple of reasons for that. First, and the main reason, is because I don't really stick with one golf ball, I'll be perfectly honest with you. And I've never been convinced enough that there's been a premium branded ball out there that I'd be happy to pay the sort of £45 a dozen for. So whenever I've used Pro Vs, I think that's really the only premium ball I've ever used, to be quite honest with you. I've never seen, it's never made a massive impact on my game. So I've never been able to go out there and think, right, these are fantastic, they make such a difference, they go longer, they fly straighter, they spin better. And I personally put that down to the fact that I just don't think I fit that category of player. I'm not that good enough to recognise those differences. I just think that they're more at the top end of the game, where these fine details make such a difference. But having said that, there's a lot of testing of golf balls in recent months that are proving that getting fit for a golf ball, specific to your swing speed and things, is proven to be a success. So again, it's not something I'm going to contradict, but I would like to be able to prove it in some numbers and some figures. And for that reason, we've been collating some, we've been given the Forte golf balls, excuse me, We've been given golf balls from the Bridgestone range, and obviously we're going to access some Titleist balls. And what I want to do is a more extensive review. We waited to the finer weather because it's something I'd like to do outdoors on the course, get some real proper feedback, not only from data what a machine tells us, but actually from feel in and around the greens, from chip in the shorter game, and I've never done that so far. So I'm going to try and get that done. And I'd like to convince myself that, yeah, do you know what, this ball fitting idea is actually well worthwhile. So the question is, and again, it was brought up last week, Mark Sheehan mentioned, have I used the new TaylorMade TP5s? And the answer is no. And he's suggesting that some friends of his had used them and got some very positive results. So what I'd like to know is, people, again, average golfers out there, what would you recommend? Are you paying for premium golf balls? Are you paying for the Pro Visa and the like? Do you notice the difference? And if you were telling me, if you're recommending a golf ball to me to try and to use, what would it be? And I'll give them a go. But at the moment, like I said, I'm not overly convinced that at my level it would make, don't get me wrong, I'm not hitting the red Strixons, whatever they call the marbles, that are like absolutely, you know, they're just like it's in concrete. But by the same time, I'll probably, a Titleist NXT is perfectly good for me, a Strixon AD treble 3. I'll play those type of balls because, like I said, I've never been convinced of the difference. So tell me otherwise, tell me what I'm missing out on, and like I said, recommend which balls we should, or I should consider playing in the future, and then I'll do some testing and see if we can back it up with some evidence of that. Brilliant. Now then, like I said, went off to Cyprus last week. A couple of games that were sorted courtesy Glencore Golf. One at Alea Golf Club and the other at Aphrodite Hills. Hopefully by now you'll have seen both of the Man versus Golf Hole challenges. Had plenty of fun doing those. It is really nice, obviously, to play golf when the sun is shining. There's no doubt about it. They were two fantastic courses. It was unfortunately a bit windy, and I put the drone up when, quite honestly, I shouldn't have, for short periods, just to try and get a bit of footage. I took it all the way to Cyprus, and I thought I'm going to fly it at some point, and like I said, it nearly never came back at one stage. But anyway, I grabbed a little bit. But the overall experience was great. I really recommend. I love Cyprus as a place anyway. But the golf courses there are very good. There's Secret Valley is another course that's again very close to Paphos. I think there's 4 courses realistically in Cyprus, and they're all very much close together. Secret Valley I didn't play. It's only been open a couple of years. But again, if you are considering that area, I was told that was a very good. It'd come on very good in the last few years, and that's talking to the pros at Alea. Anyway, sticking final little segment again through Glencore Golf. We had some information provided, a little bit of a travel segment, and what I asked them to do was we were looking at, asked them to provide me with some information with resorts, areas that were particularly good value, I suppose, just overall a good golfing destination that we can recommend that our viewers consider if you're looking at booking. I know a lot of you book the golf breaks, and what they've really said is that start taking a look again at Costa del Sol. I say looking again, it's a very prominent area, always has been, but with the sort of the rise of the Villa Mora, again Turkey came to prominence. That's maybe just fell by the wayside a little bit over the year or so, but there's been a lot of investments, as they say, in Costa del Sol, and it's meant that in terms of where they see as being the greatest value, that's where they're recommending. So a few things to consider. Malaga Airport, again, is accessible from all the major UK airports. That's the first thing. Again, low-cost airlines all fly into Malaga. Malaga itself's had lots of investments as well. Easy place to get to. And then you've got the likes of, these are the courses, and I'll read from these because they've provided what they consider to be the most popular courses and the ones that they're recommending to their clients at the moment. So I'll throw up some pictures. Cabo Pino, great greens, small clubhouse, amazing views over the ocean. Loro Golf hosts the Gecko Tour, so it's good pedigree, fair layout, and you won't lose too many balls. Well, that depends on how bad you're playing them and how fair the layout is. Calanova, again, new owners, lots of investment, fantastic new clubhouse. Michael Campbell, a former US winner, has got a golf academy there. La Cala, 3 excellent courses, Asia, America and Europa. 4-star on-site hotel. And then, well, this one, Valderrama. So that's pretty much one of the old bucket list courses, Ryder Cup venue. So no doubt one of the expensive ones on the list, but again, great to get to have around Valderrama. So again, just a few benefits playing Costa del Sol. Buggies often included in green fees, and if not, they're very, very cheap. Transfer costs are cheaper than most regions, for especially for larger groups requiring a minibus. Good nightlife in places like Torremolinos, Porto Banús, Benalmádena and Fuengirola. We already mentioned the low cost of flights due to how many of the airlines are flying into Malaga. Good weather throughout most of the year, and the bottom line is cheap food and drink, making it perfect for larger groups that are planning on golfing out there. So there you go. Bit of an update on the Costa del Sol for you. So, and it's nice if we can sort of guide and drive a bit more business back to them in support of the channels at the moment. And as you know, they've put up some prizes recently across a few channels again, not just ours. And not forgetting that, don't forget Win with T-Upload. Get yourself over there if you've not done already, and get entries in, because their current prize, which we have going on at the moment, I think entries to that finish middle of June, and we'll make an announcement to who the winner is there. A couple of other prizes going on there as well at the moment on the winwithtupload.com website. Anyway, thanks for joining us. It's good to be back. Hello, I must admit, it's better being in Cyprus playing a bit of golf, but I am back, and next week we've got, let's have a think, course visits coming up. Got myself and Liam are off, Liam from Golf Vlogs UK, that is. We're going to have our rematch is on the horizon. We're going to go away to make it an overnight jobby. We're going to visit York, 2 rounds, one on the Monday, one on the Tuesday, and we'll get a bit of filming done then. That's, I think, 19th of June. For people who have made contact with regards to the pairs matches versus myself and Liam, again, I've sent some emails out to try and set some dates up, so hopefully they will start to, I think the first one we've got to line up, actually that's the 12th of June, is what I'm trying to get pinned down at the moment, and they'll start to roll out through the summer. So like I said, busy times ahead. That's pretty much it. Hope you all have a good weekend. The last request, as I always make, is if you do play golf, get yourself over to tupload.co.uk and leave us some reviews with your fellow golfers. Other than that, thanks for watching. Appreciate it as ever. All the little bits that we've asked for feedback on, stick your comments down below. And another thing, got any questions for next week's show? Should have mentioned this earlier really. Any questions for next week's show? Any questions that you'd like me to answer? Stick them down below and I'll get them included for next Thursday. Right, I'll stop waffling. See you soon.